Hello. Welcome to We Are Society, the show where we talk about all things creative with the creatives themselves. Today, I'm joined by the lovely Hayley Bingham. Big up. Hayley, how are you? Good?
I'm good, thank you. Are
Good,
you?
good. Yeah. We're acting as if we haven't spoken to each other for the last
I know,
hour.
I haven't just been here chatting.
No, we haven't. Yeah, so I'm going to get straight into it. I actually just spoke to this about you. Like, you don't consider yourself a musician, but every
No.
scenario I've ever seen you in, you're performing. Fantastic singer, great singer. You're part of Bandsock. Tell me about Bandsock, self-promo.
Mhm.
How is that?
I owe Bandsock like the majority of everything that I have in uni now, because
Yeah.
that's where I first felt comfortable. I think that was the first building I walked into, and I was like, "Oh my god, I found people! I found my people."
You found people.
Yeah, I found people.
When
Where
you
is
first
it?
came to uni, were there no people?
No, it was just deserted.
ducks and
It's like
things.
the
Oh, right.
apocalypse or something.
Yeah. Well, no, I understand that feeling. Like joining a society, and just like being like not even having to like be someone else, just being yourself. Like
Yeah.
that is probably like the best thing that
Mhm.
could ever happen. But like, how did you actually get into music? Because again, you don't consider yourself like a musician.
I don't know. When I was in secondary school, I wanted to go on a music trip to Madrid.
That's quite a trek. That's quite
It is.
quite far.
It is. Because a lot of my friends were going, and it sounded really good, and I was like, I don't want to be left out. So I was like, I guess I can kind of sing, so I'll just slot myself into the singing bit of it.
Yeah.
And then everyone there played their instruments so beautifully, and they were so like, they spoke through their music, and I saw them
Wow.
like playing guitar, playing bass, playing whatever they wanted, and like seeing a totally new side of these people. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna learn to play guitar.
Well, you said to me that you can. You said no. You said that you can play guitar, but not very well.
yeah,
Which I
that's
think
true.
is a lie.
No, it's
I don't
true.
think that's true.
I can't. If you were to ask me to play guitar and sing live, I'd be like, no, I can't. There's no way.
But in your bedroom.
In my bedroom, I'm kind of fine. I know one strumming pattern. That's it.
One.
And I get through every song with that. So that's why I say I can't play guitar.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's like 5 Ed Sheeran songs you can play with like the same
Yeah, definitely.
thing.
18 was like one of the first ones I learned.
18.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a really good song.
It is,
I miss
isn't it?
that. What album was that? I don't remember what album that was. X minus
X, I
something
think?
maths. I don't remember, but that was his best album.
I
I
don't know
think.
Ed Sheeran very well.
But like, even though you don't consider yourself a musician, like being a woman playing music at York, like how is that? Like, because I know most of the bands I've seen are like male-dominated bands, really.
Definitely. Yeah, this is something. Being in Bandsock, I'm on committee now for Bandsock, so
What
I
are
joined
you?
at the beginning of last year, and even the committee's heavily male-dominated. They're all lovely. I love the boys, but there definitely needs to be more space for women. At some events, I've noticed it's literally just men performing one after another, and then one girl will go up, and then I'm like, oh my god, a girl! Yeah, this is so good, and then they just disappear again. And I think it can be quite intimidating walking into a space that is dominated by men. Not just in Bandsock, not just in York. Music in general is heavily male dominated still.
Yeah.
But I feel like we just need to, as women, we need to push ourselves into spaces even if we don't feel like we
need to
belong
sing
there.
more.
Yeah,
I can't
we just
sing.
need
I
to
might go
just
up there.
force your
Yeah.
way in. Honestly,
Exactly.
be loud.
Force your way in. Yeah. Be loud. I can't really
Be loud.
sing. Well, I've got a pair of lungs. That's
Yeah,
probably my
that's what you
first
need.
step. That's what I
Vocal
need.
cords, maybe,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Oh, is it
yeah.
vocal cords? I do English. I don't do biology. I've got absolutely no clue.
Larynx?
Larynx?
Lots
Something
voice
of
box,
that.
I think.
It might be. But no, that I think that's really insightful because every time there's a event where like people are performing, I mean you're there. You are there. But a lot of the bands are like male dominated. Yeah.
Even I'm not in solidified.
Like a band. You're not in a band.
Yeah, even I'm not in a solidified band. I've been in Bandsock for ages now, and I haven't found my feet there fully. I don't think I do duets with Tom, who I love.
Yeah.
And I have sung a couple of times just with random people, but I haven't had a solid band.
Well, we obviously have now. You said we have to form a band now.
Yeah,
You've said
obviously.
that. I know. I just said I can't sing,
You
but
on
I
triangle?
can. For you, I can sing.
You can be
On
on
the
triangle. It's
triangle?
fine. Yeah.
I can play guitar.
Tambourine. Ooh.
Yeah.
Play
tambourine.
guitar. Yeah, you can have your tambourine at your foot and play guitar.
At my foot. I can
Yeah.
do all three. Yeah. Now
Yeah.
that you've said that, you haven't got a band. We should start a band.
Yeah.
You have, what's it called? Little Sister. Is that what you called yourself?
Yeah, we still haven't. That's an all-girl band, which is
Oh,
why it's so
really?
exciting.
Who is in that band? Do I know?
Mia.
Mia Duncan. Yeah.
Jane from PH7
Yeah.
and Beth Bozert.
No.
No, she doesn't
Sorry,
play
Beth.
much in Bandsock, but we have been trying to get this sort of concept of a band together for ages, and it keeps falling through, sadly.
Why Little Sister? Is there a big brother around?
No, we're all just the youngest sister in our families.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you did say that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Being I'm an older sibling myself, and my sister, love her to pieces, but she's annoying. Anyway. Very irritating. Love you, Saf. Yeah, like, within the music industry, like, do you see yourself pursuing that beyond university? Because I know you do English.
Yeah, I see myself pursuing it. I can't see my life without music in the sense of in the creative way and in the hobby kind of way, but I wouldn't be able to pursue it as a career because I
No.
don't think I'd make much out of it.
I just think it's also a really toxic industry.
It can be.
Yeah, and I just
Very.
think, like, if someone told me, if I sung and I missed a note, and someone told me that I missed a note,
Yeah.
I'd just cry.
No,
I just don't think I'd survive.
I'm already aware of it though. I'm like, I know.
Oh, really?
I
You
know it happened.
No, I just think, especially with, like, the film industries as well,
Yeah.
like, I've had experience in that, and, like, it's just, it's not toxic, it's not awful, but it really can be. Like, when if you have to have really thick skin, I think.
Yeah,
to
it's
do something
like
that.
social media has
Yeah.
made that so much worse. And same goes into like modeling. People are brutal. If they don't know
Modelling, you say? Yes.
Yes.
Well, no,
you.
I'm not going to bring up my modelling debut, but Glow Project. Yeah, no, I'm not going to bring that up. I mean, you're not just into music, but I think on the music note, we're going to play a little game,
Oh.
which I did compile instead of doing my degree, which,
So
if my
good.
parents are watching, I prioritised my reading,
Mhm.
and then I did this.
Yeah. course.
Yeah, so we're going to play This or That. And there it is, Music Edition. I was very proud of this. I was really proud of this. Okay, This or That. So I'm going to give you two artists, and you're going to basically say this or that. You're going to choose one.
Okay.
It can be on any grounds possible. It can be hopefully on their music talent, but it could be anything else. Okay.
Don't know what my mind will pull, but
we'll
we'll
see.
see.
Let's go to the first one.
I'm
It does
scared.
get increasingly worse.
Oh god. Okay.
Here we go. Harry Styles or Taylor Swift?
Harry Styles.
That was very quick. I would
Yeah.
also agree with you.
I'm not a Swiftie.
You're not a
I
Swiftie.
like her old songs, definitely.
Yeah, favourite
Um,
Taylor Swift song.
But there's something about her. This is going to sound so mean. There's something about her voice that irks me a little bit.
Mm.
She sings at the end of some of the sentences, her voice like cuts off. And I'm like, where's the rest of it?
Yeah.
Why? It sounds like
See,
she's.
two of my housemates are massive Swifties.
Yeah.
So
My best friend's a Swiftie.
I might have to
and-
cut this out.
mm,
No, I can't. Your best friend is a Swiftie as well.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Huge, massive. She loves Harry Styles as well. Though,
Yeah, I
so,
think I would agree with you. Harry Styles, right.
Yeah.
Next one. I actually forgot who I put up there, but we're going to... Oh, here we go. On the Harry Styles note. One Direction or Little Mix?
One
I know mine.
Direction.
One Direction.
I'm not being very feminist right now.
No, really not. Don't like Taylor Swift because she can't sing. Little Mix because, you know...
No, they have bangers. I won't
They
even
have
hit.
got bangers.
I went to a charity shop the other day and I found a One Direction CD for 50p.
Was it in Sue Ryder?
Bought it so quick. No, it wasn't. I can't remember the name of it. It's down my road, random shop.
Random shop. Don't
Yeah.
tell people you live on the internet.
No, I
Don't do
won't.
that.
I won't.
One Direction. Do you want to sing a One Direction song?
No,
Okay, fine.
thanks for the offer though.
Right, that's all right. Next one. I literally cannot remember what's going on. Oh, here we go. Right, Hannah Montana or Miley Cyrus in her Wrecking Ball era. Now this is a deal breaker. This is a deal breaker. Or Wrecking Ball, if you will.
What was some Hannah Montana?
Please me, you've seen Hannah Montana.
I have, but like when I was what?
Best
10?
of both worlds? No.
Oh yeah.
But then also at the same time, that is a child that you're picking.
I'm gonna say Miley Cyrus
In
because of her
okay.
Heart of Glass cover.
No, but this is Miley Cyrus in her Wrecking Ball era. This is different.
Oh, it's
It
specific.
has to specifically be in her Wrecking Ball era, yeah.
We like a wild girl.
We like a wild
yeah,
girl.
we'll
We've
go
gone
Miley
from being
Cyrus.
anti-feminist to Taylor Swift to we like a wild girl who's swinging
Yeah.
on a metal ball.
Of course we do.
Okay, fine.
Mhm.
Right. I would go for Hannah Montana,
That
but that's
is
because she raised
feminism.
me. Hannah Montana raised me.
Yeah.
She did. Yeah, she raised me. She
Mhm.
did. Right, next one. It's just going to get more chaotic from here. I will not lie to you.
I'm excited.
Okay.
Oh
Right.
my god.
Honey G from X Factor or Rachel, I don't know her last name.
Rachel.
Okay.
100%.
100%
Is
Rachel.
she the one that's lazy at the moment?
lazy?
Or is that, yeah, they ask what her job is and she's like, I'm lazy at the moment.
Oh, I think so.
Is that the
That's a
same
very good
one?
impression.
Yeah.
I think it might be her. You don't think Honey G? Come on.
No.
What?
She
That,
booked
look at
me.
the
She had to-
sheen on that blue jacket.
I know, but that's not enough for me.
The floral
You
undershirt.
go on X Factor, you can't sing the same song on repeat. It's the same as that Gabby girl that sung Lighters. She had one song.
Yeah.
She got through with it. It was really good. And then she kept
you
singing,
keep
it
singing it.
again and
It's
again.
just write a new song.
I know.
How hard is it?
Get a
I don't
new
know.
one. It
It's
can't
not
be that hard.
Yeah. I would. Okay, fine. Rachel. Yeah. I mean, she doesn't look the happiest.
That's okay. We like a wild girl.
We like a
Again,
wild girl.
We do.
Well, here we are. Okay, right. Next one. Yeah. We've got Kanye West. We've got the elephant from Sing. I don't know if you've seen
I
Sing.
haven't seen Sing.
You haven't seen Sing.
But I'm going to say the elephant from Sing anyway.
Yeah, that was, yeah. I mean, I tried to think of someone worse than Kanye West, and I'm not going to lie to you. If you haven't seen Sing, don't watch it. Don't bother.
Yeah.
She can't sing. There was this whole thing where she sung Happy Birthday to her granddad.
Oh.
Elephant, whatever. And it was awful. It was terrible. Like, she thought she was on all the riffs, and I was like, listen, you can't sing.
That's so
Your pink
mean.
trainers, they don't look good. You know what?
That's so mean. Trying her hardest.
I don't know her name. I just call it Elephant from Sing. But you're going to choose Elephant from Sing?
Yeah.
Okay, good choice, good choice. The last one, I believe. This might be a tough one for you, actually.
What does that mean?
Well, you'll see. We've got Mia. Or we've got Tom from Gents and Ginger.
Oh my god.
That is Tom.
That is Tom.
Okay, that is
yeah.
Tom. I know he's got
Tom
fantastic
is
hair.
my duet buddy.
Yeah, but Mia's also like a good friend.
Oh my
Who's
god.
also, I don't know if is she still on crutches? Is she alright?
She is still on crutches. Yeah, she can't play any music right now, Tom.
What did she do?
She's on crutches.
Fall
She
somewhere?
fell off a rock. She was rock climbing.
Rock, like what
I
kind of
watched it
rock?
all happen. It was quite traumatic.
Oh, rock. You just watched it happen. You didn't actually do anything.
I couldn't fucking catch her. Oh, can I swear?
Swearing is fine. Swearing is fine. Swearing
I
is fine.
couldn't catch her. She was falling. We were rock climbing outdoors.
Oh,
and she
don't do that.
fell.
Well, just don't rock climb.
Okay,
Anyway.
cool.
Mia or Tom? From
Tom,
Gents and
Mia's on
Ginger?
crutches. She can't play music.
I meant just generally as people. Look
As
at that point.
people.
Look at that point.
As people,
As
you're
people,
pushing it.
As people,
You're
Tom or
pushing
Mia.
it.
So you're gonna say Tom? I will take.
What
a first
about
answer.
Adam? We're not focusing on Adam back here.
No.
Behind Mia.
Sorry, Adam. Right,
I
okay,
go with
fine.
Adam. Adam's my
You're gonna
king.
choose Adam instead. Okay,
I'm gonna
right.
say
Well,
Adam.
that's actually the end of the game.
Oh.
Because I thought it was quite funny to make you pick between two people that you like.
Mhm. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Good.
But I guess moving away from music, because you're not just into music, you write poetry as well, which also I do. So whenever someone says they write poetry, I need to hear it because I've got my own with me.
Okay, this is something that I wanted to talk about a little bit.
Oh, did you?
In the sense of defining creativity, because I think the whole point of creativity is that it's expression without boundaries.
Yeah.
It's just
Deep.
a place to be free.
Mm.
But I think with specific categories like writing, poetry, there's so many new ways to critique it, which is great. My mind is really analytic and I naturally critique things. But it makes me really scared to say I do anything creative. Because if I say I write poetry and then I read it and it's like, that's a bit of a naff poem. Like, why do you say you write poetry?
Poetry's so subjective as well.
It is. It's extremely subjective.
Are you willing? Have you got? I know, I've seen the book.
Yes. I've got my little journal thing here.
Are you willing to share? That looks like it's been through absolute
I've had it a
hell.
good couple years. I think I've had it since 2018. I'm trying to find the
Couple
page.
years? Do you know what year we're in right now? It's been 5 years, 2018.
Oh,
Wait, no. 5 years since 2018. What was I doing in 2018? I don't know, crying, being somewhere. I don't know.
GCSEs, damn,
Was that
bad time.
GCSEs?
For me,
Bad.
yeah.
That was a very bad time. Yeah.
awful.
But go on.
Um,
Okay, you can. I mean, I would love to choose a poem, but it's your book.
This isn't a full poetry book. This isn't everything book. This
What-
is just
what's
when
in
I
it?
want to be creative.
Wow.
I've got random extended metaphors like writing.
Do you have a
I've-
favourite page?
I don't think
You don't have a favourite
do.
page. Everyone has a favourite page of their like a journal.
I don't think I do
don't?
because there's so many bits of it that because obviously it's from so long ago. It's from 2018, so
Just a
long
couple
ago.
years
I
ago.
just turned into Mario then, and it's like it shows me in different phases of life, and
Oh.
I think I can't really pick a favorite page from that
Yeah.
because it's different.
Mm.
I like this page though. I cut some dried flowers and stuck it down.
Do you want to show the people at home the dried flowers? If anyone's got hay fever, please look away. I'm joking.
I can't believe they still kept pigment though, because I didn't press them. I just stuck.
I
them
love
in.
the next page. She. Full stop. That's all it says.
It's a Dodie song.
I know it is. I can play it on the guitar.
Good.
Yeah.
That's a good song to know.
It is a good song.
B.
But do you want to read us a poem?
I can.
It can literally be like 2 lines. And as obviously we're both English students, so I'm going to critique it on, grammar, language.
Of course
imagery.
you are. No, of course. I do have this poem. It's like in 2 halves. Because one half of it I wrote, well, I suppose they're 2 different poems, but they follow on from each other. One I wrote at night, and you can tell.
Oh, no.
And then the next one was written the morning after, when my brain was like a little clearer. And I was like, it's more calm and more like, there was a sense of peace and like settling with everything that I was thinking, if that makes sense.
God.
The first one's called Bones Don't Grow Flowers.
That's true, they don't.
They don't.
They don't. No, but I like to hear how they don't.
To the skeleton in my head, the bones in my brain, the skull that likes to invent all my pain, you've left another thing destroyed, another cross to mark, because the skull in my head couldn't find a spark. The numbers are climbing as the guilt makes me invincible. When do I rip the halo I swore was invisible? Another hollow shape, another thing left unsaid. How many should it take till the facade is dead? Bones can't grow flowers, no matter how hard I try. I can't make goodness out of what's dead and dry.
Are you okay? Are you actually okay?
All good. This was 2018, 2019.
We were all going
through
through
a long
something.
while ago.
We were going all of us were going through
something
something then.
That was, it actually was 2019. This would have been in the lockdown era.
Oh, right.
So, yeah.
We were all going through something.
Yeah, lockdown
that was
something,
really
wasn't
good,
it?
though.
Thanks.
I'm now not going to read you any of my poetry because it's not as good as that.
The follow-up one, I do feel like I need to read, though, because
okay, right.
it makes
is
that
it
one
happier?
seem less depressing.
Okay,
yeah.
right.
This one's called After Sunrise.
You're just like,
Nicely.
oh, wait, actually, I was supposed to be so depressing. Let's just cover it up with some
Actually,
sun.
maybe I should back up a little bit here. It starts, it's a lot shorter as well, which I think makes sense, because brains at night are rambly. Clearer in the morning.
Yeah, but your brain, she's speaking.
She is. She's
rapping. She's poetrizing. Poetrizing.
She's got bars.
She's got bars. Yeah.
These are the next bars. Anyway.
Okay.
After sunrise is when I realize you can grow flowers from bones. The special mind will always find what it needs and how to grow. Can sun get through bone? My pessimist says no, but it can feign light inside. So the cave will glow, the seeds will grow. Don't die in the night's disguise.
That's cute. Were you on magic mushrooms when you were writing these? Genuinely,
no, it was literally just delusion because I was so tired.
Was there a reason as to why you were tired?
I just go through phases where I can't sleep. I'm quite a bad sleeper.
Are you an insomniac?
Not diagnosed, but I do struggle to sleep a lot because I think ADHD has a massive part of it because my brain's always on. Yeah. And it's like, even if I try and lie still and shut off, it's like always go, 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 go.
Yeah.
So it's difficult sometimes. Yeah. But
do you know my tip for getting sleep?
What?
I like just watch SpongeBob. I just watch SpongeBob, genuinely.
That's not a comfort to me because it was never a childhood show.
What was your childhood show? You probably watched something like really just like, odd.
Thanks.
I don't know.
Good.
What did you watch? Like crime shows or something?
No.
Oh.
Actually, I did watch Crime Watch on my little blue TV when I was far too young.
Oh, I had a little pink TV.
Oh,
thanks, Mum and Dad.
Wrong.
Thanks, Mum and
Dad. It should be switched.
What is that even meant to mean? I feel like it should be switched. Yeah, probably. I know I had this fantastic little pink Disney TV. I think all it would play was like the weather, but it was great.
Oh my god, mine was plugged into like
satellite.
Yeah. So I could.
Satellite, yeah.
So it didn't have a remote, so I had to sit at the TV at the end of my bed, this little tiny box thing, and just click through everything that I wanted. And I would find the stuff that I knew I wasn't allowed to watch because I was a kid. I was being rebellious. This was my moment. Yeah. So I put on Crime Watch. Don't know if you've seen Crime Watch.
I've heard of Crime Watch. Yeah.
True crime.
Do you watch crimes?
I do now.
Well, clearly you watch Mia fall over.
Oh
and
you
don't even help Mia get up.
I did, of course I did, and I sat and fed her chocolate because she
fed her chocolate.
So she didn't pass out. It was a crunchy, you know the
Crunchy Rocks, little crunchy bar.
It's the bar. It wasn't the crunchy bar. It's the new Cadbury's thing with like crunchy bits in.
Crunchy, like little popping candy bits. This is sorry.
Kinda.
Oh right.
But it's honeycomb rather. It's like Marvelous Creations, but with
I love. No, you can't let that near me. You
my
can't.
Favorite chocolate.
No, because
you can't.
You can't let me near Marvelous Creations because I just eat all the jelly beans in it.
Just the jelly beans?
Well, no, not well, I eat everything, but I eat the jelly beans first. And
How?
I had some before I came here, which is why I'm actually just like really mental in my head right now.
Yeah.
It's for me, it's just great. And it's also
so
massive, and I also can finish the whole bar in one sitting.
No, me too. There's so much going on. You've got the crunch of the popping candy.
Yeah.
You've got the chocolate, the nice texture of the chocolate, and then the chewiness.
This sounds fantastic, because to me, we should start a band together whilst eating Marvelous. We should call ourselves Marvelous Creations. Oh my god.
Oh
my god. Oh, got
Oh
the
my
cameras,
God.
got the cameras.
Okay,
we need a rehearsal. Oh my god. No, but I don't remember what we were talking about in the first instance. Your poetry is very good. And I think, have you actually ever submitted your poetry anywhere?
No, I've never read it to anyone.
Am I the first person you read it to?
Yeah, and
not even your
on
family
the internet right now.
Really?
Yeah,
oh my
I've never read
gosh.
poetry to anyone.
Not even
It's
to your sister or your parents.
No.
No? Adele and Ian missing out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really
they're
are.
missing out.
But I've got poetry that goes years back. I don't know if I like the word poetry though. I do, because that one was definitely a defined poem. It had like a rhyming thing going on.
I was following the
it
rhyming
had
scheme.
pace.
AA something, whatever.
Yeah. But I think a lot of the things that I write are literally just a really long metaphor of what I'm feeling, just tangled into a story, rather than, because I'm really bad at saying how I feel. I never talk about how I feel. So the only way that I can get it out is by putting it in a metaphor, because it separates me from it a little bit. So that just gets dumped in my notes, my laptop, my notebook.
Yeah. You said that you relate creativity to your identity a lot.
Definitely.
Obviously, you don't think you're a crayon. I'm assuming that's not what you mean by that.
No.
Okay. That's fine if you do. But how like important is that to you then? Like being creative, how is that important to your identity and who you are?
It's massively important, because I think everything good that is a part of me comes from either a creative source or me exploring creativity. So books shaped me as a kid. I think
shaped you.
Like it's literally, books were my thing. I was reading constantly, and all the characters that I grew up with taught me empathy and how to be kind to people, and let me into so many worlds that I wouldn't be able to access without that. And I think without that sort of creativity, I would never have been able to appreciate that, and I never would have been able to get lost in the worlds and never be able to grow up the way I have. And I'm really appreciative of that. And it's the same with music. Certain lyrics and certain sounds that you're like, someone has taken exactly what I'm thinking and managed to get it into words.
That's very, very true. I feel like you literally, how are you in my brain? That's why I think. That's why I think all the time. Sometimes I'll play a song and I'm like, this is exactly how I'm feeling right now, and it'll make me cry.
Even if it's like a conceptual feeling that you haven't yourself managed to get into words yet, you see it sung by someone else and you're like, wow, like it's not just me. No. I think identity is something I struggle with a lot. I think because growing up queer, it's very difficult figuring out who you are in a society that pushes not being who you are, first of all. But it's also, it was difficult for me to embrace femininity, because when I realized I was gay, it was sort of like, okay, now I need to dress this way, so people know and I fit in and I'm accepted. And it's only in recent years, maybe the past 2-3 years, I snapped out of that, and I was like, I can express myself in whatever way I want to, and the way I do that, I think, is creative. I think that's a part of creativity, and I think without that creativity there'd be a big hole in my identity. So the two are massively related, definitely.
That was so profound. Like listen to you talking about books makes me question everything I ever read. Like I literally was a massive fan of Captain Underpants books. Did you ever read those books?
I was an Enid Blyton girl. I liked the boarding school books. Harry Potter.
I don't know. Harry Potter was like classic. I feel like everyone had a Harry Potter phase until they realised that J.K. Rowling was like really bad.
Yeah,
Percy Jackson's good. They're making a show of that.
They are. I'm so excited for it.
It's been absolutely lovely having you on our show. It literally hasn't felt like we've been on camera. I feel like we've just been talking.
Yeah, we have been chatting.
And I've learned so much about you. I feel like you've learned quite a lot about me.
I have, yeah.
But it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. We will see you next episode, where we will continue to talk to the many, many talented people of York, because we are society.